Hi guys, this is Kimmy. I'm doing a small tutorial for KoreanCandy.com, and it's basically on how to do fan banners for concerts or when you go to see your stars at the airport and things like that. I have had my flag, which was used for SM Town Paris. I've had that put on the news, and recently it was just put on the SM Town and SM Entertainment I Am trailer, which I was really proud of. I learned a few things by doing it. That was my first banner to do, but today I'm going to show you how I made my new one, which I'll show you in a second, as well as how I make my smaller ones. So please bear with me. Okay, so here is my newest one, which is for KBS Music Bank, as you can see there. Now, I always add to my flags. This is a new flag I got off of eBay. I shall put the seller on the link in the bottom of the video, or on the actual website of KoreanCandy.com. Basically, I used marker pens and it didn't bleed like my first one, so I always try and personalise it. So instead of being just the plain old sign for Music Bank, which is just here, everything was free-handed, by the way. I added 감사합니다, which says thank you, so I'm actually saying thank you to them. And then obviously we've got the In Paris. We then have the Girls' Generation, which I modified slightly because it was very, very detailed, and the ink was starting to spread out a lot. Got You Kiss. We have Tiara. We have Beast. 4 Minute. Shiny. 2 PM. And Sister. Now, along the edge, I always, like I said, personalise it. So I've written KBS Music Bank Paris 2012, Kimmy, Brinny, Catherine, Stacey, Stephen, Michaela, and thank you. Now, the reason I put that is because they're the people who I'm travelling with and who I'm in a group with to go see the KBS in Paris. But that is my my flag. So let's go on. Now, I know I said everything was hand done and not done with stencils or anything, which is true for the flag, but I did kind of use a underground stencil, but this was completely hand done. I didn't use anything like light boxes or anything like that. Basically what you do is you go on Google. I'll show you this one. Go on Google. I typed in KBS Music Bank logo and I picked out of a load, and I got that one there, which I then transformed into and then hand drew as one of these. Now, unfortunately I threw it away because I didn't think I'd be making this video right now. Whoop, it's gone pink. There we go. And so that's been thrown away, but I can show you with the Girls' Generation one. And then what I've basically done is I drew in pencil, as you can see, a rough outline of what I wanted with the words. Same for all of them. If I show you here, I did the same for all of them. I drew in pencil, and then I drew around in marker, black marker pen. Now, these I'm keeping to the side because these I will be using as separate banners, which I'll be talking about later on. And basically what I did is, once these were drawn around, I got the flag and I placed it over the top so it was covering the area I wanted to draw on. And then this is actually kind of the flag see-through, so you could see this through it. All I did is I outlined it in pencil, then removed this out of the way, because if you don't remove it out of the way, when you are doing your inking, you'll notice that it seeps through as it's very porous, which means that if you're not very fast with your ink pen and with your markers, it will bleed. You can see on here at the moment where I've done some and I left this underneath, but that's basically it. All you do is you just do your banners, you get your flag, you draw out what you want on it, mark it with marking pen, place the flag over the top, get a pencil because they're easy to rub out, place that over the top, and then as fast as you can, try not to stay in one place, just go over your pencil marks with your marker. Leave it to dry. I will recommend that you really just leave it a good 2 minutes, 3 minutes to dry before you move it around or go to the next one. If you have a light, let's try and move that. If you have one of these spotlight type lights I've got, then it's fantastic, because what I usually do is I usually grab hold of the light and place it directly over the top of the picture and just leave it there just for about a minute maximum, because it actually dries it really fast. But yeah, that's how I did my flag. Now let's move on to separate bands. Now unfortunately I haven't got my paper, but I can give you a rough idea of what you need to do when doing your banners. Preferably I would have black card. The paper's good for travelling, I suppose, but then it's more than likely to get damaged. What you've got to remember is people around you, fans around you will be jumping around, you'll be jumping around, and let's not be dumb, and there will be sweat everywhere. It's not a very pleasant thing. So what I'll do is I'll show you using my little book here. Say this is your card. This is your card piece here. What you do is, on your bit of paper, you'd write out what you need or draw out what you want, and then using a X-Acto knife or using one of these, you would cut around the edges, just around here and around there, so you can get yourself a decent stencil. Now you could either use the letters you're cutting out, or you can use the paper. Preferably I'd use, either way works to be perfectly honest, because you just need to be able to draw around what you have done onto some multicoloured paper. When I'm doing this, I am using luminescent. Is it luminescent? Yeah, luminescent card, which allows you, when the light hits it, it will reflect back into like cameras. It also reflects back into the eyes. So anything really bright coloured. If it's like the silver shiny fabric or silver shiny paper, that's even better. But if you put that on the black background, it'll stick out a lot nicer. It's a bit like a luminescent type thing, which just glows. You can make them your own by adding whatever designs you want around the outside, but remember, this is going to be tiny compared to everybody else in the room. You can't have anything too big, because they will actually take it away from you, because you've got to remember there are people are going to be behind you. With the more tricky ones, I'd say that was no, it wasn't tricky. I'd say with the more tricky ones like this one, there we go, as you can see there's lots of little pieces. Best thing for you to do with this is to keep it as a whole. Keep these as a whole, just cut them out as a whole letter. Then use black paint to mark in the lines where you want them. Reason being is that if for something so small, it's going to be very, very tricky, and it won't be worth it in the end. Sizes for banners. Now I'm doing A4 banners for the separate bands. Obviously I'll take my flag, but that will only be used every now and then. It will be out, but I won't be waving it around because it's too big. So I'd stick to banners that are A4 size, or if you want it a little bit bigger, I'd go for the A3 size, which is just, as you can see, it's just a little bit bigger, about half an inch bigger than two A4 pieces of paper. Now when you do that, just make sure that it's not got sharp edges. Blunt off the edges. It may be card, but if you're waving it around like a lunatic like most people do, it's sharp and it can hurt someone. So by just blunting the edges, all you need to do is just get the edge and just keep pushing it around just with your finger, and that will make it nice and loose, and as you can see, it flattens the card. But yeah, that's it really. Just remember, don't be inconsiderate. Try less is best. The least amount of detailing you have, the better. Because if it's so full of little things all the way around the edges and stuff like that, it's not going to get noticed. If you want to have, say with the Beast one, if you want to have, say, Beast in big writing up the top, and then have like the names put in down the bottom, then fair enough, you can do that. But it's all down to personal taste. But yeah, there we go, that's it basically. It's nothing rocket sciencey. If you don't have black cardboard but you still wanted to do a banner, if you can just get some normal like cardboard box card, paint it white or paint it black, and then just leave out the areas, mark up all your areas where you don't want it coloured, and then you can just paint them in. You can get a glow in the dark paint, you can get luminescent glow in the dark paint, or just luminescent paint, which will do exactly the same job. Also, it's a lot less hassle. But that's it really. So that's the banners done. I will be probably doing a more in-depth detail of how to do these. I'll take photos of myself doing the banners when I get around to doing it. I won't be doing them until next Thursday, so there's a long time to go till that. If you're going to the KBS Music Bank in Paris, please look out for me. I should be supporting a coat, a bluey black coat, which will have the Korean Candy and MCNBuzz.com logos on, and I will be going around with my camera taking photos of fans, getting interviews and such, and who knows, I might be able to get some fan cams and some fan photos of the event. Do come say hello. I don't bite much, but yes, that's it really, and please like, subscribe and check out www.koreancandy.com. Thank you very much, and see you soon. Bye!